Hey, geometry students, here's your review for chapter 3. So on the first page here, for learning target 1, you are naming all the lines that are parallel to FG. Well, FG is this vertical line in the back, and so all the other lines that are parallel to FG would be the other vertical lines. So you got IH, you've got BC, and you've got ED. For part B, you need to name all the lines that are perpendicular to BE, that would be this one right here, that go through C. Well, let's see, this is perpendicular. It crosses at 90 degrees, so does this one, but the only one that goes through C is BC. Names two skew lines to FE. Well, FE is this one right here. So you want lines that are not in the same plane, lines that will never cross FE, but they're also not parallel. So which ones would those be? Well, CD down here, that would never cross FE, and it's also not parallel. CH, this one right here, also not ever going to cross FE, and also not parallel. And then, let's see, what's the other one? CD. Oh, yeah. So CD and then GH. GH also will not be parallel and never cross FE. All right, over here, hopefully this one is a straightforward one for you. You've got angle 1 and 9 here. So here's the transversal. It's horizontal this time, but 1 and 9 are alternating sides of that, and they're on the outside of their two respective lines. 3 and 11 are going to be alternate interior angles. They're on the inside of the lines that they've got. 2 and 5, well, these are same side interior. If you just ignore that line in the middle, they're on the same side of the transversal, and they're both on the inside. And then 12 and 8 are corresponding. They're both above their line, and they're both to the, below the transversal. For learning target number 3, well, we know that we either got corresponding alternate interior, alternate exterior, or consecutive interior angles. Same side interior. So if I wanted to solve for x, well, because I know these are parallel, I know that these two are alternate interior, which means that they have to be congruent, since I was told that these are parallel. So I could say that 2x equals 46, solve for x equals 23. Now, again, because I know that these are parallel, these corresponding angles, this one and this one, have to be congruent. And so if this is 46, then that has to be 46. And if that's 46, then that has to be 46. So 46 degrees. Part B here, again, we're told that they're parallel, but this time, instead of being corresponding alternate interior, alternate exterior, they're same side interior, which means they are supplementary, not equal to each other. They don't even look equal to each other. So I add them together, set them equal to 180, I combine my like terms, and then I subtract the 19, divide by 23, and I get x equals 7. Your first proof of the test is you're proving the corresponding angle postulate. They're told that they're parallel. And so I'm looking at it, and, well, let's see. 1 is congruent to 3 by the alternate exterior angle theorem. That's an easy pick because I know A is parallel to B. I can use everything except for the corresponding angle postulate, which is what I'm trying to prove. I know that 3 is congruent to 2 by the vertical angle theorem, and then by using the transitive property or substitution, you see I've got the 3's there, which means 1 is congruent to 2. Learning target 5, very similar to learning target 3, just asked in a different way. Here I've got alternate exterior angles, and if I want these to be parallel, they need to be congruent. So I set them equal to each other, combine like terms, solve for x, and I get 7. Back to a proof. Here, I need to prove that A is parallel to B. That's the same side interior converse. That means I cannot use the SSIC as my last step. I can't use that at all. I've got the given that 1 and 4 are supplementary, okay? And, well, let's see, 1 and 2 are supplementary. That's by the linear pair postulate. And because angle 2 and angle 4 are both supplementary to angle 1, that means they got to be congruent. So a lot of people are still struggling with this idea of the congruent supplements theorem. Angle 2 is now congruent to angle 4. And because I have corresponding angles that are congruent, that must mean that A is parallel to B. All right, that wraps up the first half. Come back for the second half.